Hi, I'm Emma and this is MQ Sews. So welcome back, or welcome if you're new. In today's video, I want to tell you about some of the things that I've been making recently that I haven't shared yet, and I also wanted to tell you a little bit about what I've been up to this week. I made this quite a while ago, but I need to make it again because it isn't very comfortable to wear it as is, so I definitely need to have another go at it. It doesn't really look like anything when you hold it up, but this is the Works tank by Pattern Emporium. It has ruched sides, it has a bound neckline and armholes. There's nothing really wrong with it, apart from I obviously made the wrong size because it's a bit tight across the bust, and I also made the long length because I wasn't sure how long the long length was. I should have just made the regular length because I'm only 5'2", but I made the long length because I normally like to lengthen most tops, just because I like to wear my tops a bit longer, so I thought I'll just make the long length. That was a mistake. So I definitely need to go back and have another go at that one because I really like how it looks, so I really would like to get one that fits properly. So that was a fail, but I have finished it. As you might know, in a recent collaboration video with Cynthia from Mountain Accent Sewing, we made the whole yoke dress, and as part of my making of that dress, I also made up the skirt as a wearable toile just to check the fit was going to be right. So I made that skirt, and then I had a tiny bit of fabric left over, so I decided to make a top to go with that skirt. So this is the top that I made to go with it, and I had such a little piece of fabric left, I actually had to piece the back together to have enough. So let me just turn it around. I might just take a photo of the inside to show you, and I'll pop it up. So I've pieced the back together. I ended up making that top. The set looks cute together. I don't have a photo of me wearing both pieces together, but I have photos of them being worn separately. After I made that top, I then worked on 2 Weekend Sewing Club patterns recently. One is the Culottes, that was October's pattern, and this is how they turned out. I'm really happy with them. You can see I'm also wearing the top that I just shared as well in this photo. It looks really cute with these pants because I made the top cropped. Oh, I didn't even talk about what pattern I used. So for the top, I used the Pattern Emporium Rise and Shine top, and I made the cropped length, which is the first time I've ever made the cropped length. It is quite short, but it doesn't show anything. It's like the perfect length for high-waisted items. That's why I decided to pair it with these culottes, because these culottes are high-waisted. I made the culottes in a matte satin. I did an invisible zip, and it's actually invisible. Hang on, I did an invisible zip. Like, that's like one of the things that I was afraid of. I did it. And I've also made pants, something else I said I don't do. So, I mean, come on, I'm doing pretty well. I'm facing my fears. So I've done an invisible zip and I made pants, and I think they look pretty good. So yeah, so that was the first Weekend Sewing Club pattern that I made, and then I've also made the November pattern, which is this jumper. I made this one in a jacquard knit. I made this one in a size medium with a full bust adjustment, and I didn't have enough fabric for the full length of the sleeves, so I actually had to take an inch out of the sleeves. So then I added an inch to the cuffs to kind of compensate, but I needn't have worried because the sleeves are like really long because this is a unisex pattern. I really like how this one turned out. I also lowered the neckline by 3-ish centimeters because if we've learned anything this year about me, I don't like anything too high neck. It just makes me feel uncomfortable. So I've learned that about myself, but I'm really happy with how this one turned out. The pattern was like really easy and quick to sew up. I can definitely see myself making more. This pattern has a straight sleeve as well as the balloon sort of sleeve that I made. You can also leave the cuff off and have it as a bell sleeve. I really like that one. So that's something else I finished recently. And the only other thing I've done recently is a little bit of charity sewing. I've just been making some bags, and I'll take a little picture of them and I'll pop it in here. So that's everything that I've finished that I don't think that I've shared with you yet. So hopefully that was interesting. So let's move on to what I've been up to this week. This week I've been working on my entry for the Busy Bee Challenge number 3, which is the made to measure. And we were given the theme of cozy comfort, and I'm going into summer, so I've been finding it all very confusing about what constitutes cozy comfort in summer. But that's beside the point. I've had lots and lots of ideas and lots of suggestions from you guys, so I've been working on that. I'm not going to show you because I'm going to put that in my challenge number 3 video, so come back for that. But the first thing that I made a toile of, and yeah, not making that one. It's just not going to work. So come back and see what disaster that turned out to be. I just don't like it. So I'm not going to make a good version of that one. So we've moved on, and I've printed out another pattern and I've taped it together, and I'm going to cut it out soon and make another toile, and hopefully that will end up being what I make up for the challenge, but who knows. So I've been working on that disaster. And the other thing that I've done this week, I had to go and get a new driver's license photo, and right next to the place where you get your photo taken for your driver's license is a nice big Savers op shop. So I went in and I walked out with a bunch. I'll put in some pictures of what I bought up on the screen. I lost some of the audio, so here are my plans. So that I end up with a cuff that looks something like that. It'll just have a stitching line around there. I'm considering doing something like that to shorten the sleeves but not lose the scalloped edge. That's just a little alteration that I'm considering. Last weekend I went to the Australian Sewing Guild meeting. We have a meeting every month, and I always have fun there talking to all the ladies. We actually have a luncheon tomorrow, so I'm going to have to work out which of my handmade dresses I'm going to wear to that, because we all dress up for that lunch. So that's tomorrow, and today I'm going to get my hair cut this afternoon. So next time you see me, I'll look different. Yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. I just know that I feel like having a haircut, so we're doing that. That's all I have to tell you. So I hope you've enjoyed this quick little video from me today, and I hope you've had a good week too. But that's it from me. I hope you have a creative day, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Okay.